This style of training literally changed everything for me. I'm not just talking about getting better progress with my physique, not wasting time, being frustrated and ending up quitting, going into these cycles of cutting, bulking, literally for years. And the one style of training that changed everything for me that I just started incorporating about a year and a half ago changed everything for me. It got me better progress. It got me the physique I've actually wanted, the strength, the size, everything that you can think of. And also, it saved me so much time, okay? And this allowed me to actually better my social life, to be able to have some type of balance outside of the gym, not spending every single day in the gym and still not getting progress. And that is low volume style training. You guys hear me talk about it all the time, or if you're new to the channel, this is the main style of training that I have given myself and that I teach my clients to not only not slave their lives away in the gym, but also get the progress they've been wanting and not ever plateau again, okay? So coming down here, the pillar one is going to be intensity over volume. What you guys have to understand is that 4 to 6 working sets, hard working sets, will always be better than 20 junk sets. You have to understand that when you're in the gym chasing a pump, going super slow with your movements, over worrying about form and trying to be super technical, all that shit does not equate to muscle growth. Mechanical tension does. And this is just a fancy term for saying that you have to train hard, okay? Now, coming into the key points over here, most guys just hide behind junk volume because they don't train hard enough. Now, I'm not going to lie, training hard is a skill that you kind of do have to learn over time. But once you acquire it, you don't have to be in the gym that much anymore. You only have to go to the gym 3 to 4 days a week and your progress fucking explodes. You start getting a lot stronger. You get the body you want. And again, it allows you to save time outside the gym to be able to have some type of balance. And that balance for you can be going out to eat. It can be, going out on the weekends if you have family, just any type of time that you're able to save, okay? Now, over here again, training close to failure or till failure builds more muscle and saves recovery, okay? Especially if you're getting into running, which I know a lot of you guys are that have been DMing me about it because I know I am now too. When you run and lift, you cannot waste recovery on any type of junk volume, okay? Recovery is the true name of the game, and that's the number one thing that's going to get you progress. Now, as you can see over here, I know my faces might look goofy. I might look stupid making these faces, but it's because I'm training hard. And I'm telling you guys, this is the main factor that I see inside of the gym that people keep the same body. They don't make any progress. They don't get any stronger for years. For years. I still live in my hometown, and I got a couple of guys that I went to school with that I see in the gym. I might say what's up to. And they have literally been the same size. They don't look any different. And they're going to the gym every single day, 2 hours a day. Meanwhile, I'm only going 4 days a week for an hour at most. And I look 20 times better than them. I'm bigger than them. I'm stronger than them. And the main factor is intensity. Look at my faces. I'm training hard. And this is how you should look too, because at the end of the day, you're in the gym to build muscle and to get stronger, because getting stronger is a byproduct of building muscle through progressive overload, but that's a whole nother topic, okay? But at the end of the day, you just need to train hard, okay? Stop going into the gym thinking that fucking chasing a pump and doing more exercises and more sets is going to get you progress, because you're going to remain in the same position for the rest of your life, which a lot of guys do, okay? Now, going into what I just talked about, recovery is your progress. Recovery is the name of the game, okay? If you're over here doing a bunch of fucking exercises, too many sets, too many reps, you're not going to be able to recover. And if you can't recover, you're not going to make progress, okay? Now, what's some other things that go into recovery other than, sets and junk volume, anything like that, right? It's sleep. Sleep is one of the biggest factors, okay? Not just for recovery, but waking up and having energy, being able to function at a high rate. Like, there's so much things that go into getting good sleep every day, good quality sleep for 7 to 8 hours every night. And if you're not getting any type of sleep, you can be doing, the right style of training, the low volume training, whatever. But again, if you're not getting any sleep, you're probably not going to get progress, okay? It's all like a combined junction. You need all these things at once in order to get the best progress, okay? Another thing too is electrolytes. A lot of you guys think that hydration comes from water alone, but you need electrolytes. And electrolytes have sodium, potassium, and magnesium. And these are like the three main things you need to actually hydrate yourself. I always take electrolytes before my workouts, so that way I actually have hydration and I have a little bit of energy in me to actually be able to push hard, to be able to have that high intensity in the gym. And also before my runs, okay? Especially if you run outside, if you're in Florida like me, the sun is fucking beaming. And I think a regular rate for most people when you're running outside is you lose anywhere from 500 to a couple thousand milligrams of sodium per hour. Obviously, depending on, your body type, whatever. But you need to be taking electrolytes, okay? And then another thing too, why I have Arnold right here is like so many of you guys look up to your favorite bodybuilders, and that's okay. That's cool because I have a couple of mine that I look up to, I respect with the most respect, right? But you have to understand, this is something I talk about all the time, even in person. You have to understand you cannot train like this guy. They have the best genetics in the world. On top of that, they're taking steroids. You are natural. You probably don't have the best genetics. You probably have good genetics, but you're nowhere to this person. Arnold was doing 2 workouts a day. He was doing a crazy amount of exercises. You cannot train like him. And the more you start to look up to these guys and you copy their training style, you're never going to be able to recover. Because again, recovery is your progress. These guys, when you have really good genetics and you're taking steroids and taking all this shit, it makes them recover a lot better. So they can train any way they want. They can be in the gym for fucking 5 hours a day on some Rich Piana shit, doing 8-hour arm workouts, and they can still get progress. But you are not them. You don't have their genetics. You don't have their recovery. Hopefully you're not taking steroids. You cannot recover like them. So this is where that low volume, high intensity comes into play. Now, when talking about low volume more specifically, that I wanted to cover up here that I kind of forgot, is you only need 8 to 12 sets per week per muscle group. That's it. Whenever I'm in the gym and I train 4 days a week, 3 to 4 days a week, whenever I'm in the gym, and let's just say I'm doing a push day, for example, right? I'm doing chest, shoulders, and triceps. You only need 3 exercises per muscle group. So 3 chest, 3 shoulder, 3 tricep, and you only need to do 2 sets per exercise. That is literally it. Anything over that, if you're doing more than 3 exercises per muscle group, you're doing fucking 4 to 5 sets per exercise, you're wasting your time. And this is why you're plateauing in the gym. This is why you're not seeing progress, because your body cannot handle all those exercises, all those sets, and you're not recovering. Recovery is your progress, okay? And now going into pillar number 3 is the overall identity shift needed, okay? You need to stop lifting and chasing a pump and doing all these exercises. You need to shift your mind, okay? And it's going to feel weird at first too, because when I first did this, even though I was starting to get better progress almost immediately and feeling a lot better, a lot more energy, having the time outside to do things right, it's going to feel weird because especially if you are training like that right now, doing almost more than less, especially switching to only 2 sets per exercise instead of like 4 to 5, only being in the gym for an hour, it's going to feel like you need to do more. But once you start seeing that fucking progress, you getting the body you want, feeling a lot better, having the time to actually do things outside the gym, having that balance, getting a lot stronger, you start to see it week by week, the progress coming in, and you breaking your plateau, you're going to be like, holy shit, this was the method the whole time. And this is 99% of you guys watching this. All of you guys will benefit from low volume training. Stop going in there and spending fucking a whole shift in the gym, okay? And this is where the overall identity shift comes from. You need to stop lifting and chasing a pump, hitting 20 sets like I just said, and you need to switch that and think about start lifting to getting stronger, running faster if you're trying to get into running, okay? Building power, having that athletic build like right here. Like this is built from doing a good amount of running every single day, which you don't have to run every day, but a couple times a week, right? And also training hard. You can be jacked and be fast at the same time. And that's a whole nother topic. But at the end of the day, you want to look good. You want to look strong. If you're a natural, you should be strong. You should be training hard, okay? You should be getting the steroid accusations because of how smart you're training and how hard you're training. If you're not getting any type of accusations like, bro, are you running stuff? Are you steroids? You're not big. And I'm just being honest with you because I get it all the time. And that's how I kind of have that validation and clarification that like, okay, the low volume style training is really paying off because people are starting to see it, not just myself, okay? And overall, when performance starts to become your focus, your legs grow, your strength skyrockets, your body fat starts to drop because your metabolism is increasing because you're actually training hard, so you're burning more calories, and then your confidence goes up. How many of you guys watching this right now have been stuck, have been plateaued, have been training for years already, and it's like you might have gotten a little bit of progress, but overall your progress fucking sucks. As a natural, you should be big. You should be jacked. Like, it's not a hard thing, and there's no fucking natural limit. You just don't know how to train. So the minute you're able to switch your focus and identity to low volume, training hard, focusing on not ego lifting, good control, good form, and cutting back to 3 to 4 days a week instead of going every single day for 2 hours a day, watch your progress explode. And again, this was the thing that changed everything for me because my confidence went up. My anxiety went away. My depression went away. My mental state bettered because I wasn't wasting my time and I wasn't stuck in these cycles of cutting, bulking because I thought I needed to eat more in order to get progress and get stronger. But it was really my training this whole time for 5 years in a row. I've been lifting for almost 6 to 7 years now. And just in this past year and a half, I've gotten the best progress I've ever gotten because I switched the way I was training. I used to do fucking 5 sets per exercise. I was in the gym for 2 hours. Like, it was just crazy. So again, you need to have this overall identity shift and switch to this if you really want to get progress, and it will change everything for you in and outside of the gym, okay? If you guys have any questions, please DM me on Instagram at any time. If you're interested in coaching, I have tons of client wins, transformations on my Instagram. And overall, if you're concerned with anything, either comment below or DM me on Instagram for questions and coaching. I'll see you guys later. Please stop fucking wasting your time going to the gym every single day and switch to low volume training. It's always quality over quantity. Remember that. Let's go.